Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, a little bit of everything with Erin. Today we're going to make an epoxy tumbler using fine glitter and chunky glitter. I picked this tumbler up at Michael's. They have a new section for this stuff. It was $5.99 and I was able to use my 40% off coupon. They also have this new brand of glitter called Spin It. And this is in a coral. These were $9.99. Also, I was able to use my 40% off coupon. You get 10 ounces in the bag. I would suggest getting a shaker bottle for that. I'm also going to be using this white fine glitter that I picked up at Walmart. And for the chunky glitter, I picked up this Recollections brand from Michael's, and this is in the color Bling. And if you have white spray paint, and preferably matte, you can go ahead and spray paint a coat of that on your cup. I'm not going to do that just to show you what it will be like if you don't have the spray paint. Per your guys' request, we're going to do this one with the Mod Podge method. I always add my Mod Podge to a small container so that I don't get any glitter transfer into the cup or the bottle, so that the other projects won't have that color glitter mixed in. And I'm just going to use the finger method to put a nice thin layer of the Mod Podge all the way around the cup. Once that's fully coated on the bottom half of the cup, I'm going to add the white glitter. Now, I'm only adding this because I need a background color for the chunky glitter in case any of that doesn't hold all the way around and we get spots that we can see the tumbler, and I don't have a silver blingy color, so that's why I'm using the white iridescent. If you spray painted the cup, you wouldn't really have to do this part. I'm going to take a little bit of the extra white glitter and put it in a cup and place that to the side. Then I'm going to take that coral and just cover the rest of the cup. It's okay if it kind of goes over and sticks to the white. Most of that area is going to get covered with the chunky glitter anyway. Now I'm going to take about the same amount of coral that I did white and place that in a cup. And I'm just going to mix that up. That'll be used for our ombre effect between the silver bling and the coral color. And we're just going to let our cup sit to the side and fully dry before we get onto our next coat. So with a gloved finger, I'm just going to gently tap more Mod Podge onto the cup. I'm only doing the area in the white so that I don't really get a mix of the two colors. Again, this does not have to be perfect because most of this is going to get covered with that bling color. And then I'll just add a little bit more of that white iridescent glitter all the way around on that bottom half. And then we'll go ahead and do the exact same thing to the top half for the coral color. And then go ahead all the way around and add another layer of the coral. So you could probably go ahead and skip this. I just wanted to see how it would look with a little bit of an ombre effect between the glitter and the coral. So using a foam brush, I'm just going all the way around in the same direction with some Mod Podge. And then with that mix of the coral and white glitter that we made, I went all the way around. Again, if I did this again, I would probably skip this. I just wanted to see if it would make the effect look any different. And then with my loose glitter that I've mixed that I can't put back in its original packaging, I place all that into one Ziploc baggie and just make a new funky color that I'll do a fun project with. I like these for like galaxy cups because it's just a really pretty mix of all different glitters. It's just an idea for you guys. And now we're going to go ahead and let our cup rest and dry again for at least 30 minutes. Once our cup is dry, we're going to go ahead and place it on our turner and put epoxy over it. The epoxy I'm using is a 1:1 ratio. Be sure to read the directions for yours. Some are 2:1 and some are even 3:1. If you don't mix it properly, your epoxy will not harden correctly. The turner I'm using is from Amazon. I paid $50 for it. It's in my Amazon store. You can find that in the description box below. Sometimes you can even get it for $40. Just watch it They do have a new one at Michael's that is $19.99. I will be picking up one to do a review for you guys. That'll be up later next week. So we're just going to run this epoxy over it. We don't want to do a super thin coat because we do still have to add that chunky glitter. So make sure you make enough to get a nice good coat. Not a flood coat, but a nice good coat to make sure that that glitter can stick to it. Once we have a good coat, we're just going to take that chunky glitter and we're going to start tapping it onto the bottom of the cup so that we get a lot down there. And then I'm going to pour some in my hand so that I can just sprinkle some over that line that we made with the ombre color. And you can take this up as far as you want. It'll all just depend on the type of look that you're trying to achieve. We're going to go ahead and let that cup spin for 4 to 8 hours just to let that epoxy harden. Once it's hardened, it's no longer moving. You can shut the turner off. Once it's hardened, feel around the cup. If you can feel any of that chunky glitter, go ahead and add another light layer of epoxy. If not, you can skip over to the next part of our cup. Now we're just going to add our vinyl. I'm just using 651 by Oracle. I will leave a link down in the description box for that as well. And then we're just going to go ahead and put another layer of epoxy over that. As long as your first one or two layers, depending on what you had to do, are nice and even, you should just need a thin coat of epoxy here. Make sure you go all the way around. Anywhere that you have glitter, you want to make sure that you have epoxy. So if you did go all the way up, make sure you bring it all the way up to the rim. And if you brought it all the way down and to the bottom of the cup, make sure you do that as well. You don't want any rough spots. You're going to let this turn on the turner for 4 to 6 hours, possibly 8, depending on how thick you made that epoxy. Once it's hardened, you can shut the turner off. I would let it sit for a full 24 hours though. After that, just run your fingers over it. If you feel any glitter, you will need to either sand where you feel any bumps and then epoxy again, or you can just epoxy again. Either way will work. Alright, at the end of the video, I'll show you some photos of the finished product. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my page. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it if you want to. That always helps me out. And if you hit that bell, you'll get notifications anytime I post new videos. Alright guys, until next time, happy crafting!